Ciao ragazzi, buongiorno e ben ritrovati qua sul canale di Luchino Pennellino 82. Riprendiamo la nostra avventura su Kingdom. Kingdom 2, non lo dirò, non riuscirò mai a dirlo questo titolo, comunque diciamo Kingdom 2. Eravamo rimasti che dovevamo andare a recuperare per la signora qua la camomilla e la salvia. Intanto mi raccomando, vi ricordo di scusate la tosse, di seguirmi sul un attimo che sto mettendo i tag. A posto, mi raccomando di seguirmi sui canali di Twitch e YouTube. Scusate, ma non riesco a parlare oggi, mamma mia. Lucchino Pennellino 82, sul gruppo Facebook se volete iscrivervi, Multifunzione Pro. Niente, se inseriamo il tag, che non si sa mai che ci siano dei problemi. A posto, possiamo andare a ricercarci. Devo ricordarmi come funzionano i tasti. Allora, la mappa, questo è impossibile rimandare, non c'è tempo da perdere, perché se premo il tastone centrale qua ci accucciamo, questo corriamo, qua picchiamo, qua abbiamo tirato fuori la spada, no, rimettila dentro, qua saltiamo, per vedere la mappa. Allora, freccia giù, premo l'invertario, freccia su. Abbiamo già messo il segnalino, andiamo a beccare di qua.
I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to the hands.
Praticamente siamo andati da un'altra parte. C'ha ragione anche lui.
Bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Allora, vediamo di mangiare qualcosa. Cibo, c'è acqua potabile, cipolla, formaggio. Mangiamo un pezzo di formaggio. Non ho un borsello. Mela. Bene, abbiamo smangiucchiato qualcosa. Forse dobbiamo andare qua dietro allora. A cercare.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Tanto ci guardiamo intorno, spippoliamo. Raccogliamo la salvia.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
E la camomilla.
That's it. Chamomile.
Ne possiamo raccogliere anche di più. Raccogliamone che non si sa mai.
On the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Non raccogliamo di tutto. Che si sa mai che la vecchia là ne abbia bisogno. Questa che erbetta è? Sempre salvia. Non abbiamo un arco, niente. Bene, possiamo ritornare indietro dalla vecchiotta. C'è il cane che abbaia.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
What do you know about it?
Questi?
Hey, what are you doing walking around with a weapon? If you don't want us to teach you a lesson, come here sharpish and tell us who you are.
Parliamone con calma.
Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Non sembrano uomini di...
Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Non mi ispirano fiducia.
I'm Pavel. And I'm here to help Bojena. I don't know anything about any attack. But I met some of von Bergov's men in the woods, too. They had his shields and Waffenrocks. They were looking for some cutthroats. I gave them directions here, so you can join them once they get here.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Fuck it. Just tell them we'll wait for them in the tavern in Jelly-Off. All right?
Abbiamo dovuto mentire. A parte il fatto che dovrei anche mettere via l'arma, non so.
That's all I need. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
Ma no. che non te ne pentirai.
Promises are made to be broken. But thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story. It was a story, right?
Oh, I didn't meet anyone up top, but they swallowed it all right. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Certo.
Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try.
E facciamo sta pozione.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe.
È inutile che gli diciamo che abbiamo esperienza, non ci capisco una massa in alchimia. Magari facciamo esplodere tutta la capanna.
Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Io comunque devo ancora mettere via la spada. Veleni e tossine. Uno dei metodi più diffusi per risolvere le diatribe sociopolitiche. I veleni più utilizzati erano gli alchiloidi estratti di giusquiamo nero, dai fiori di stramonio o erba del diavolo, dalla cicuta o dai funghi velenosi che venivano mescolati nel cibo delle bevande e nelle bevande. Le sostanze più popolari erano quelle abortive, afrodisiache, analgesiche, antisettiche, digestive, lassative, narcotizzanti per indurre il sonno, effetto emolliente e stimolanti per rivitalizzare e fornire energia al corpo. Nella società rurale del tempo i casi più gravi di intossicazioni alimentari erano causati da un parassita della segale chiamato ergot. Prima che si risalisse il motivo dell'intossicazione, le vittime potevano raggiungere le migliaia scatenando accuse contro qualche strega locale, poiché l'ergot, se assunto in dosi non letali, causa deliri e allucinazioni. Del resto, spesso le vere cause di superstizioni e casi di presunta stregoneria non erano altro che intossicazioni da sostanze psicoattive utilizzate per la preparazione di lozioni e pozioni. Minchia. Allora, per rimettere dentro la spada... Ah, così si mangia. Riponi arma. E così riponiamo l'arma. Ah, capito. Signora, so qua.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now. And when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Entriamo qua dentro. Si fa qua la pozione. Avvia alchimia. Guarda.
Go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Ah, infuso di camomilla.
What you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Lasciare la camomilla nel calderone e bollire per un giro. Pestare la salvia e aggiungere il preparato e infine versare. Allora, versiamo la camomilla nel calderone, la facciamo bollire per un giro, poi pestiamo la salvia e la aggiungiamo al preparato e infine la versiamo. Ok, secondo me succederà un macello, ma comunque proviamo. Non mi ricordo già più. Mannaggia. Allora. Allora, versiamo la camomilla. Vino, acqua, liquore, olio, acqua, ci andrà.
So, what did you pour in there?
Water.
Why water? You were supposed to pour in wine. Empty it out and start again.
Allora, vino. Mannaggia.
So, what did you pour in there?
Don't worry. I poured wine in there. I don't make the same mistake twice.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that
Allora,
you
qua
need
dobbiamo
ready.
buttare la camomilla.
Once you picked, put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
E dobbiamo metterle qua.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
No, lì ci va la salvia che va triturata.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
E l'ho selezionata.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
Ah, tutte le erbe, quindi allora serve anche olè.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Buttagliene un'altra.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact.
Allora, ho detto un giro,
Every
bene.
grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the
Buttaria.
sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Olè.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Diventeremo alchimisti.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Allora, prendi la fiala dallo scaffale a sinistra e seleziona il calderone. E pigliamo sta fiala.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Ah, al limite possiamo prepararne ancora e venderne, tanto si trova. Adesso L'importante è che abbiamo il nostro ricettario.
Yes?
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Ecco, ci abbiamo rimesso anche l'infuso. Ma se noi ce ne facciamo ancora? Qua si può mangiare qualcosa? Dormi e salva.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Incubi.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Ci riprenderemo a spada, maledetti.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Qua c'è una signorina. Salve signorina. È ringiovanita. E questa? La figlia?
I... Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma
Che
knows
minchia ha
what she's
fatto?
doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be
Esatto.
taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
No, dai, non mentiamo.
Sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, But I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right.
Beh, ma gli facciamo un complimentino un po' Lena che magari...
Work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Un attimo che mi stanno chiamando. Anche il sabato, portate pazienza. Eccomi qua, ragazzi, scusate, ma i clienti che chiamano anche il sabato, mamma mia, che due scatole. Allora, qua dov'è la colazione? Dov'è che si magna? Oh, infami. Eccoli qua, datemi da mangiare.
Henry, come and join us.
Ciao. Possiamo sgraffignare qualcosa? Sì, raccogli la mela. La cipolla. Possiamo portare via anche il pane? Mi sta guardando malissimo. Mamma mia, perché come mi guardava male.
Henry, you have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a bull.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us
Non
two
siete
do
sole.
alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans
cool.
here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger, or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time,
Olé.
and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you.
Così mi
We're
preparo delle
obliged to you for
altre
your help and hospitality.
fiaschettine
God
prima di
bless
andare
you.
via.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lifer.
Mi preparo delle altre fiaschettine.
If you ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open.
Vino. Porta giù, lo fammo bollire. Dopo ci prepariamo, se ne abbiamo ancora, sì, salvia e camomilla, conferma. Un'altra manciata, ha detto 2. Sporta giù. Capoveggiamo la clessidra. E fa soffiare. Ce lo dice quando ho finito la clessidra? Non mi ricordo se andava bollito ancora.
Did I boil that chamomile too long?
Lo sapevo che l'ho fatta bollire troppo, mannaggia. Beh, visto che siamo qua ne prepariamo ancora. Facciamo l'ultimo giro. Un attimo, mamma mia, stiamo lavorando per noi. Ah, ma la clessidra con R2.
Have you something more important to do than our vital mission from Johnston Palace?
Diamogli una bollettina.
God's teeth, Henry! We've got to get to the castle before dark.
I left that sage on the fire too long, I reckon.
Ecco. Vabbè, insomma, dai, adesso impareremo a farle anche lì. Non so quando. Ma... Che c'è? Che vuoi tu? Mamma mia.
Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trotsky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Rattay with good news, and to do it quickly. Let's go!
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial, and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Rattay, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was... Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes.
Esatto.
We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Ci ha dato pure dei soldi. E la figlia? Non salutiamo la ragazzetta? So mai che ci scappa un bacino. Ah, quindi questa era solo l'intro. Mannaggia. Che bel titolone. Cioè, ci sono dei banditi nei boschi, noi gridiamo così, richiamiamo l'attenzione. Mamma mia. Ecco. Salve, buongiorno. Una signorina con la coroncina di fiori, secondo me è un po' una... Ecco. Così abbiamo perso anche quelle poche cose che avevamo.
That old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Mi sa che non c'è nessuno.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company
Ecco.
was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Niente.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Tornare a casa?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Effettivamente. Ci dobbiamo rifare una reputazione.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might
Esatto.
believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well. Except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Ma infatti,
A laughing
vergogna c'è.
stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend.
Ma
I'll
che
tell you 4
pessimista.
reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajena's. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salve, signorina.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
That witch. Wench.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Adesso prenderemo una sbarra anche noi, minimo.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Siamo noi.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I thought we divided up
I heard
fairly.
some talk
But
about
that
your
toe rag only gave me the innards. What do you expect?
What was that?
Daddy's wounded.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never be back in his sleep. All those men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead. Jesus Christ. Lord von Burgos is beside himself.
Eccoci, tutti belli, puliti e profumati.
Out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
It's not a bad idea.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Ecco.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Niente.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Sono sempre pronto.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right.
Vabbè.
What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scalets.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Semi?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
L'inflazione.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to
Simpatica.
tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me. So don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Allora andiamo a parlare con quell'altro sfaccendato là.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Ci inventeremo qualcosa.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time.
Tirerei un pugno a questo.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too, at least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Senti, vabbè, lascia stare.
I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks, even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Mind where you're going.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Oof, that isn't half heavy.
Allora, la dispensa. Adesso è più trovare la dispensa.
Great. Get them out of here.
No, lì c'è il forno. Ah, signor. Allora, qua c'è l'essiccatoio. Io non so dove devo andare questi sacchi.
How well things are going.
Oh, please. Enjoy the peace and quiet while it lasts.
See, what did I do to you? That's what bothers me, that it ain't like this all the time.
You sure ain't easy to please.
I get a bad feeling.
Qua dentro?
Everyone should have a good bow on hand.
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly, but when the king commands, subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader
The bullock on the nose, then. It was him who told me.
Here it comes.
Allora, adesso andiamo a prenderci gli altri sacchi. Tanto rubacchiamo il pane.
Mischief again. You could say that's when you're they found a dead body stuck in the wheel. Bit of shape.
That pissed him off and he wants his revenge. Without anyone cries, there'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Ogni sacchettino ci trasferiamo un oggetto.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
You told me to give the cows dark ale to drink. I speak Latin.
What? You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like. But if I told you they gave 3 times as
Remembering
much
some
milk
words you
afterwards,
heard in church
you
doesn't
still
make you a
wouldn't be
noble.
impressed, would you?
Wait.
You know what?
Aye, aye.
I've had enough of
Take
your
my
faults.
advice and go and figure some cabbage friends.
Shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Well, here you have it. Enjoy.
How's life treating you?
Did you say?
Say it again.
Back.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool
Effettivamente
would
c'ha
do
ragione
that.
anche lui.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. La, 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 la. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Ma questo ma farsi un bel piattino di affari sui, no? Cioè, già dovevo rimediare.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Gli lascio lì che si picchiano, noi intanto andiamo a portare giù le cose. Si arrangeranno loro. Ma perché devo picchiarmi anch'io?
Show your
Ma perché devono picchiarmi anche me? In 3 addirittura. Magari se anche mi uscisse qualcosa da capire, magari cosa devo fare.
Now you're finished. Now we've finished this.
Alos? Yeah! Don't spare him!
Werden dich ausnehmen.
Show your stuff! Shit yourself.
Du verdammter Mistkerl!
Hey, you bastard!
You wanna try me?
Sì, no, ma tranquilli, cioè, continuate pure a picchiarmi, cioè. Ma perché io mi sono sempre in mezzo a sti coglioni qua?
Come on then! Shame on you! I'll crush you! What the hell is going on?
Mamma mia.
Grab them vagabonds!
Ecco, adesso ci arrestano pure, no? Le.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by
Infatti.
now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Ma frustalo quel pirla lei. Che ci mette sempre nei casini.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
What? Who started quarreling with the locals in their tavern?
Meno male che gli abbiamo rubacchiato delle cose prima, voilà.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining
Ma
underwear.
non posso abbandonarlo lì per gli
saving
affari
damsels
suoi.
in distress.
Mi ha rotto le
I
palle.
believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me, just like that.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
No, basta, cioè.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible, and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Ladies? Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! On the Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right. Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks, or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Vabbè, ciao. Un rompicoglioni in meno. Mamma mia. Ti ha portato solo casini.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh?
Ma sì, infatti.
All
Già.
right, off you go.
Ci ha portato solo casini e basta. Allora, ogni azione ha delle conseguenze. Se commetti un crimine, le persone reagiranno. Tutto ciò da cui un onesto cristiano dovrebbe tenersi all'aria è considerato un crimine. Non bisogna uccidere innocenti, rubare, entrare nelle case altrui, fare del male alla gente o agli animali domestici, né disturbare la loro tranquilla esistenza. Se qualcuno ti coglie un fregato mentre commetti crimini, ti denuncerà alle guardie o te lo offenderà direttamente. Non sei sicuro nemmeno se nessuno ti coglie. Le persone che non sono stupide potrebbero dedurre che sei tu il colpevole. La reputazione ti è data nelle persone. Se piace qualcuno, questa persona ti saluterà cordialmente e i mercanti potrebbero persino offrirti uno sconto. Beh, è ovvio. Beh, noi siamo delle brave personcine. Le voci girano però, se aiuti una persona oppure se le fai del male in zona tutti lo sapranno. Per migliorare la tua reputazione puoi pagare un'indulgenza oppure compiere un pellegrinaggio imposto da un prete. Se in uno zoo avvengono molti crimini, gli abitanti aumenteranno la vigilanza e si ameranno, mentre le guardie chiameranno in forza. Una volta che la situazione si è calmata, tutto torna alla
I really
normalità.
do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here.
Salve, signorina.
You're in the right place. Over here. Are you going to just stand here like a statue? You've got time, right?
Questo?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Ma sì.
Yes, probably right. It doesn't
Meglio
get
di
much
così,
worse than that,
spettacolo.
unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet.
Bene,
But
visita
I won't be
sorpresa.
troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what one said.
Imparare un po' a tirare di spada.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so.
They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Allora, intanto vediamo dove c'è Micione. È qua Micione? Adesso dove siamo finiti? La locanda è chiusa. Salve. Faccio l'occhio nero.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zherovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Qua c'è il fabbro? Serve una mano?
Dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. Who was it? Some vagabond.
Put some clothes on. You can't just go walking about like this.
It was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
Aye.
But the river there...
Right away.
Without anyone else?
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him. That is
Carpentiere.
Morning.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Tanto non ci abbiamo niente.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
Ma no, perché borseggia? Che brutte persone. Io quasi quasi andrei a trovare... Andai a trovare Micione.
Oh, I just remembered. It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armor?
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals.
Esatto.
Not attract attention.
After what you did here with that friend of yours, even the deaf and blind would immediately recognize you. But between the two of us, it's easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you. Just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. But I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
Vabbè.
God bless you.
Questo? Ma io non riesco neanche a capire quanti soldi abbiamo. Abbiamo 2 torce, che una possiamo anche venderla. Un'anguria. Ma il cibo ce lo teniamo. Possiamo vendere questo.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Sono un sacco di roba.
Wie schade.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Intanto ci laviamo. Aspetta che ci dobbiamo mettere anche le scarpe perché... Non ci sto capendo una massa.
What did I do to you?
Sorry, c'ho fretta. Allora, qua c'è il carpentiere.
Mind where you're going.
Palivo. Non lo so cosa devo fare. Sto cercando in teoria micione. Solo che dovrei andare, non capisco. Salve. Allora mi sgagna minimo. Salve. Una mola per affilare. Allora, qua c'è lo speziale. Info punto di interesse, lo stemma del leone.
Greetings.
Serve una mano? Siamo ritornati al punto di prima. Lì c'è il bar. Rubiamo del cibo? No, non facciamoci riconoscere subito. Mola per affilare, ermecolo speciale, orto delle spezie. No, aspetta. Mi sa che dovremmo recuperarci un cavallo. Vediamo cosa dice qua.
Oh, I just remembered. Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it would be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the
Sì, quello lo so, adesso devo solo vedere come raggiungerlo.
You can afford a horse from Semin.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
Allora, intanto andiamo a vederci Miccione dov'è. È qua. È un po' lontanino. Sai che è più vicino questo?
Don't shove.
Non volevo spingere.
Keep the peace and we won't have any problems.
God be with you.
Aspetta. Dovrebbe essere questo. E niente, ce la faremo a piedi. Ah no? Porta pazienza, vero, non ho mai giocato a questi titoli e sinceramente non ci sto capendo un H. Beh, però siamo già arrivati lì. Per quello che prima volevo andare da Micione a vedere cosa... Boh, c'è fabbro in città. Allora, fammi vedere. C'è il banco di alchimia, lo speziale, l'affumicatoio, mercante, una mola per affilare. Mi sa che non c'è il fabbro. O forse non l'ho ancora scoperto. Forse devo andare qua. Tanto so me che magari correndo facciamo un po' di fisico. Stiamo svenendo. Sarà questo lo speziale, boh. Sì.
What brings you here?
Greetings.
Ma non voglio borseggiarlo. Ma non gli serve nessuno una mano. Signora, serve una mano? Corrono le galline. Se ho rubato un cavallo? Mi inchiappettano malamente. Monta e ruba, vedi? $119, ne aveva di più questo. 127? Sì, va, però rubare un cavallo, insomma. Eccolo, vediamo se mi dice qualcosa qua. Stavo già per rubacchiarlo.
God bless you.
Non vorrei fare dei crimini subito. Ma sto giocando da PS.
I won't let a pig like that gawk at you.
But he wasn't gawking at me.
Blood.
What's
Vediamo di parlare con questi.
That prick's ogling my girl.
No, I'm not. But even if I was, he can't get all gobby on me like that.
You're making a scene. Please, let's just go.
Worldly law says one thing, but God's law and scripture tells us something else.
What are you talking about?
The Ten Commandments say thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's wife.
There you go.
But they also say thou shalt not kill.
No worries on that score. I'll just knock his teeth out.
That's also a sin. So let it go, and just be glad you have a beautiful, sweet lass. Love one another, and multiply.
You know what? Let's go. I wouldn't want to beat up a prelate in disguise. No one else is gonna.
Dai, abbiamo ottenuto un po' di reputazione.
Are you lying?
But I reckon his time had come.
Greetings to you two.
Secondo me devo parlare con qualcuno qua.
Sure. I'll tell you, and you dob me in.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop.
Ma no, non volevo fare cose, è stato l'altro là, va via.
Never know.
God be with you. See you later.
See you around then. Please.
Genius. Hard to believe it's still
Intanto abbiamo già fatto una buona azione.
Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
No, non voglio giocare a dadi.
If he says it's all right.
Christ, where did I put it?
What would you like?
Mi è apparsa una scritta. No, non voglio borseggiarla. Perché ci fa fare delle cose illegali? Mica siamo su GTA.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry.
I heard they're gonna cut down the old oak tree at the crossroad.
Qua c'è il mercante.
The only bit of shade far and wide.
Proviamoci, faccio un viaggio rapido. Lo stemma del leone.
Are you blind?
Me morde. Casalinga. Qua mi fa vendere cose.
My God.
Praise the Lord.
Oh. What do you need? Hurry up. I don't have all day.
Allora.
Show me your wares.
Ci cambiamo un po' di vestiti almeno.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Allora, la contrattazione. ci abbiamo.
What a shame. I'm done haggling with you.
Non ci avevamo sordi.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell. What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
This could use some repairs.
Thank you kindly. And come again, friend.
Quindi adesso ce la possiamo equipaggiare. Beh, invece di questo ci mettiamo questa, ci cambiamo un po' di...
What now? Have you come to break some more stuff?
Oh, che palle. Fischiamo così. Insomma, adesso andiamo qua perché se no lì continuiamo a girare di qua e di là, non concludiamo niente, ci facciamo una nostra bella scarpinata. Che sinceramente non ho la più pallida idea, intanto andiamo a trovare Micione, il cane, qualcosa faremo. Questo? Ah, si gioca a dadi, anche no.
Hey there, good man. If you're looking for company, come and sit by the fire.
Qua? Che stanno a combinare? Ah, sono quelli di prima della carovana. Beh, ci sarà una fattoria. E opera come corriamo sportiveggianti. Ok, adesso sto andando a cercare di recuperare qua il cane. Un cinghiale! Beh, ci siamo quasi. Solo che siamo dall'altro sfondo del fiume. Ci inzaccheriamo per bene. Vediamo se riusciamo a concludere qualcosa, perché
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here. What do you want? Just to wish you a good day.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
va, minchia.
Enough! I give up! You, whoreson! You're no...
Ma perché devo sempre prenderle io?
Die, you swine!
Ecco. Ma c'avevo anche la spada. I combattimenti devo imparare a farli perché praticamente non so. No.
We won't have any problems.
Sono ripartito da qua. Ah sì, quindi devo ritrovare ancora il tipo.
The Lord be with you.
Dobbiamo rifare ancora tutti i dialoghi qua con la ragazzetta.
Can I ask about Tomcat again?
Hmm? What about him?
No, bene, bene. Sì, lo so che è la lettera B. Infatti ci stavano... Però prima volevo andare a trovare il cane. Perché ho trovato quel tipo là che non mi ha fatto equipaggiare l'arma. Quindi io posso anche equipaggiarmi del cibo. Ah sì, è l'inizio del gioco, l'ho appena cominciato. Praticamente non ci ho mai giocato io a un titolo così e non so manco dove andare a girare. Non ho mai visto un video né niente per spoilerarmi cose. Ho appena litigato con il tipo lì, quello che ci metteva sempre nei casini. Vabbè, spettacolo, bello. Finora ho preso solo botte, però. Però è bello. Questi?
Turn around, right now. Get the hell out of here.
Right, I'm going. Calm down.
Well,
Dei banditi. Come ci insegue?
Show your stuff.
Ho pagato poco perché gli ho dato dentro un altro gioco.
I'll rip your arse open. Go fuck yourself.
Ma perché non mi fa il contrattacco? Mi piacerebbe saperlo. È il combattimento che... Non ci ho mai capito un piffero del combattimento.
You're finished.
E sono morto sempre di combattimenti. Mannaggia.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Ah, aspetta, ci abbiamo l'abilità. Colpo preciso. Allora, ho 11 punti talento. Purtroppo abbiamo anche una spadina che fa un po' schifetto. Ci mettiamo questa che è meglio.
Thanks for pointing that out. I was just changing.
Put that weapon away before I knock it out of your hand. Good. See? There's no need to be swinging a weapon around here.
Ma l'ho rimessa via la spada. Allora, per fare il tutorial società, beh, se faccio così me la estrae subito. Se premo sinistro mi problema è che già io sono un po' una pippa a combattere, dopo boh, non so neanche come si fa, non mi ricordo più il tutorial. Fatto sta che è già la seconda volta che ci asfaltano malamente. Mamma mia, il povero Harry quante botte che prende. Mannaggia.
Careful, so nobody gets hurt. Christ, it's hot out.
What was that supposed to be?
Hey, fellow! We're an honest lot.
God be with you.
Giro è duro. Per parlare?
Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Gentleman's manservant, I reckon.
You deserve a clobbering for how poor a judge of people you are.
Be my guest. I'm Yira. Hard as nails and happy to flatten you any time of the day. Careful, though. I don't like blades.
Glad to hear that. From one blacksmith to another.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't take you for someone who could swing a hammer.
Well, I love smithying, but I have a lord I must serve. What are you doing here? Where's your anvil?
Our forge has gone undone for. And these folk around me lost all they had, too.
So war, eh?
Aspetta, abbiamo trovato da parlare.
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. By God's grace, I still have 2 hands, and I can always find work. I could do with a bit of coin right now. Fancy having a wrestle? For money?
No, perché perdo sempre.
Goodbye, Yira.
Travel safe, fellow blacksmith.
Sul più bello che eravamo arrivati là dal cane. No, dobbiamo girarci.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
You're a dead man!
E prendo le botte. Non capisco perché.
Christ! I'm hit! Wanker! Don't dare bleed to death before I gut you! Jesus! I'm hit!
Trasferisci tutto.
Dead. And robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt.
Allora, aspettiamo che dobbiamo curarci.
A nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Olè, almeno abbiamo vinto. Abbiamo vinto un combattimento. Aspetta che riponiamo l'arma. A saperlo come si recupera energia, forse dormendo o mangiando, però non mi fa mangiare cose. Non me la fa mangiare. Ah no, aspetta, forse è vero. Bisogna tenere premuto. In teoria recuperi energia dormendo, credo. Adesso andremo a trovare la tipa là. Anche perché sarà anche stanco. Eccoci qua. Salve signor.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much
Non ho fatto in
about
tempo a
dogs.
leggere quello che hai scritto,
Could
porta
have run
pazienza.
into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samine these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. First, I have to have something to pay back. Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not
Ah,
like
cool.
her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
Andiamo a spippolare qua nella camera.
What have you left for me? She's got unfinished work here. Like she got up and went straight out.
Fare a dormire, vediamo. Sì. Vediamo se mi dice qualcosa. No, l'energia non l'ha recuperata. Forse bisognerà usare allora una pozione. Che avevamo, vediamo, infuso di camomilla. No, neanche quello funziona.
I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her.
I wanted to ask you something else about Pavlena. Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there, and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl. Pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young. God be with you, and wash up a bit. You look awful.
Siamo un po' sporchi di sangue, vabbè. Beh, quella l'abbiamo già fatta. Ma non c'è un viaggio rapido, no? Probabilmente sì. Sei gravemente ferito, ti servono cure mediche.
Take care.
In teoria non dovrei sanguinare più. No. No. Ah, con questo si estrae la spada col quadrato. Cerchio, si salta. Non me le fa mettere altre bende. Non sto sanguinando. In teoria potrei bere questo. Ma la salute non migliora. Boh. Fatto sta che abbiamo finito anche il vigore in fretta. Devo imparare a capire come funziona perché... Dovrei andare a trovare ancora il sarto per modificare queste cose. L'ho fatto, l'avevamo scoperto anche prima. Sperando di non incontrare in altri criminali, perché sinceramente... Qua c'è qualcuno? Vabbè.
Now this. Look out!
No, non mi dice niente. Boh, se anche l'hai spiegato non me lo ricordo. Perché purtroppo non c'ho molto tempo per giocarlo e l'ho giocato tipo il martedì, sì. Ho fatto l'inizio lì, ma boh. Questo? L'abitante del villaggio?
Ale.
Ma c'è qualcosa da raccattare? Hanno portato via tutto. Maledetti! Beh, comunque siamo quasi ritrovati vicini al villaggio.
Hey, unless you want to end up... I'll get you.
Allora, uso la parte semplice, la parata perfetta per definire le attacchi di tutti i nemici che ti stanno di fronte, non solo di quelli... Ma se io non voglio combattere... Schivare di lato e indietro è un ottimo modo per spostarsi velocemente. L'ampiezza dello spostamento dipende dalla tua agilità e dal peso dell'armamento che indossi. La levetta a destra non serve solo a selezionare i punti sulla rosa del combattimento, ma anche a passare da un avversario all'altro. Inclina alla destra per selezionare i punti d'attacco e aumenta la pressione per agganciare un nuovo avversario se ce n'è uno.
Hey, get him! I'm all yours! You can't stand up to this!
Ecco, appena guariti.
Enough. I give up.
Henry, have you found out anything?
Ah, quindi la missione è continuata. No, non avevo scoperto niente perché ci hanno inchiappettato malamente. Forse dovremmo trovare un medico.
I'm afraid for Pavlena.
Mannaggia, adesso dobbiamo rifarci tutta la strada. Credevo che fossero tipo dei soldati, no? Io avevo immaginassi che erano dei banditi così liberi. Maledetti. Anche perché c'era uno che girava lì tranquillo. Adesso dobbiamo stare all'occhio. A non farci sgamare. Noi seguiamo questo col cavallo.
He's dead.
Ma trasferisci tutti gli oggetti. Il cavallo? Intanto ci siamo recuperati un cavallo. Abbiamo rubacchiato delle cose. Allora, rieccoci qua nel paesino. Per scendere? No, metti via la spada. Smonta. Allora, intanto controlliamo ciò che abbiamo rubacchiato. Vabbè, ci mettiamo una tunichina. Giubba ricamata. Dovremmo portarla dal coso, dal sarto che c'è prima. Spada lunga da cavaliere, anche questa può essere interessante, però è tutta mezza insanguinita e... Allora, il primo posto che mi viene in mente è là dove c'è la locanda. Per lavarsi. Dopo andiamo a cercare sta... Dopo arrivo anche da voi signori un attimo.
Greetings.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
Better you ask innkeeper Betty about things like that. I'm just the help, and I ain't seen any Pavlena.
Right up.
Andiamo a vedere qua cosa c'hanno da dire.
Cried his eyes out.
Because you broke his nose, you arsehole.
And I'll do it again if you don't watch it. You swine!
Vabbè, picchiatevi tra di voi, basta che non mi rompano la scatola a me.
Don't hit him.
Greetings to you.
Signora, dovrei parlarle.
What's that noise? Have you come? And I was beginning to worry what that was, but it's just you. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want. Something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Jelly. Mary, goodness gracious. Are you all right? Wake up. There you go.
I've got to knock this fighting shit off.
Serve una mano?
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry.
Greetings to you.
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
I don't know, no, Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon.
Can I ask about Tomcat again?
Hmm? What about him?
Allora, il sarto era qua in zona. Forse là? Adesso non lo troveremo più. Ma questo qua è nostro?
Good. Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Guardate, ci siamo fatti il cavallo.
Praise God.
Il sarto, eccolo qua. L'abbiamo trovato. Dovrebbe essere qua dentro. Esatto.
Would you repair a few things for me?
Allora.
Word about the price.
Sure. Why not? Never mind then. I'm done haggling with you.
Ah, ci avevamo soldi.
God be with you.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
I don't know no Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon.
Take care.
Nessuno conosce Pavlene.
I'm looking for Pavlena from Zhelyov. A young girl, pretty, weaves baskets. Have you seen her?
Old Bojan's daughter.
Ciao, buona giornata. Grazie per essere
Comes here
passato.
selling baskets.
Yes.
Ointments and all kinds of remedies.
Yes, that's the one.
I ain't seen her. Try the rat house. Thrush, the bailiff, knows what goes on. You can't be here. Get going, right now!
Allora, dobbiamo andare...
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Well, 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 what have we here? You didn't come by this honestly, you crook. I'm confiscating everything, according to the law. And I don't want to see anything like this again, hear me? Now move along!
Ops. Ecco, ci abbiamo rimesso cose.
Yeah, the place by the Zheharovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. You're kidding. Who was
Greetings.
Some vagabond.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
Why did you drive them out of Troskovitz? What happened?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
It's possible. I'll go and see Roman.
Do that. Like I said, his house is near the edge of the village, close to the pond.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovitz is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zhelyov who sells baskets here sometimes.
Young Pavlena, you mean? Sure. A nice girl, kind. I think I saw her here on my last patrol. She had the baskets with her.
Are you sure?
Where exactly did she go?
Well, it could have been another girl. I can't be absolutely certain. But she went towards the woodcutters' cottages, the ones between the tailors and the butchers. Take care.
Go! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Roman!
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her.
Vedremo dove troviamo sta Pavlena.
Well, I don't think either that Pavlena would just run off and leave her mother alone.
You never know with women. What's more... No, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Best to go and look in Roman's house. He wouldn't just leave empty-handed, right?
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on. You said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
Well, I can do it. But you ought to give me something. For insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles. So I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it. After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Non possiede un grimaldello. Proviamo ad andare dalla ragazza là.
I just remembered.
Hmm?
It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armor?
Adesso gli proviamo a dire l'armatura.
Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armor real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Guyval, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
I could use some armor. Proper, like, for a knight. And no rusty junk.
And... you are like... a knight?
Certo!
I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armor, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armor, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now. But you might find something in the town hall armory. Although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
But I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
Allora, adesso che abbiamo il Grimaldelli, no, l'abbiamo anche fallito. Ce lo fa fare? Ma che? Quindi? Ci attacchiamo.
God bless you. It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
I met the local beggar. Barrow was her name.
She's here again? Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of her somehow, you'll see.
What? But I...
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are like stray cats. Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No, she just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless, maybe, Radovan, the blacksmith from Takhov. We might sell you something.
But Barrow told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
Oh, that? Lad, 'tis but a legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain.
There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
No, ma noi siamo cavalieri.
Are you saying I don't look like a knight to you?
You? Not unless they started knighting village yokels. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms, for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him, so he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
And what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt, and so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup, so it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the hall of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, A subtle niche, yet deeper still. A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
The Crone and the Maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too. But he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
Mi sa che dovremmo andare per forza dal fabbro perché...
Have you come to break some more stuff?
che palle. Ah signori, c'è un altro grimaldello?
I just remembered.
Scusate, mi è scappato un mega starnuto.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Ma di grimaldelli?
I have no money. Might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you.
I grimaldelli me l'ha dato uno solo.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
Non ne ho altri. Vabbè, dice Mut.
Was machst du? Raus, du Bastard!
Qua si possono comprare. grimaldello.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Natürlich, kein Problem.
Here. And something for your trouble.
Oh nein, vielen Dank. Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Abbiamo più grimaldelli? Allora andiamo a rivedere sta casa. Meno male che questo è facile.
Damnation.
Ah, damn.
Niente, andiamo a prenderne ancora. Mi sa che qua dovremmo cominciare a fare un po' i criminali perché
Greetings to you. Take care now.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Zhelyov. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
Sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
Show me your wares.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Gut, dann mal los.
How's this?
That's not enough. Why? You'll convince me with that price? Thank you, and take care.
Credevo che uscisse una qualche mappa, qualcosa. Tieni premuto per guadagnare tempo nel minigioco del borseggio. Quando 100... Allora... Ho detto, frugata la vittima, puoi iniziare a rubare... Secondo me finirà malissimo. Ecco. Ma dove? Mannaggia. Niente, non capisco come va, ma se io gli do due spallate, due botte così... Beh, va bene ragazzi, adesso mi sa che... ci salutiamo. Scusate la tosse. Non riusciremo neanche a uccidere un maiale.
There you are! Halt!
Ma che cosa vuoi? Perché ci ha ucciso?
Greetings to you. Greetings to you.
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
I don't know no Pavlena, sorry. I hope you find her soon. Take care then.
Ma quindi se io avessi da lavare delle cose?
Greetings to you.
Oh, I just remembered.
Hmm?
It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armor?
I'd like to look distinguished. Like the proper right hand of a highborn lord.
After what you did here, I'd say your days as a right hand are over.
Still, I don't want to look like some yokel.
Without money, you can't deck yourself out in much finery. You'd certainly find something fancy in Bartoszek's workshop. And if anybody asks, you didn't hear it from me.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Beh, va bene ragazzi, adesso che ci siamo procurati un altro coso,
I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
stacco che devo andare. Mi raccomando, voi seguitemi su Twitch, su YouTube, a Lucchino Pennellino 82, grazie per essere passati, riprenderemo qua la nostra avventura e vedremo se riusciremo ancora a fare qualcosa, a prendere botte, a scassinare qualcosa, e va bene, ciao ragazzi!